In 1997, a fundamental shift occurred in the automotive cosmos. The Honda Civic Type R EK9 was not merely built, it was forged with a surgical philosophy. This was a machine born from a relentless pursuit of millimeter-perfect engineering, capturing the very essence of high-revving Japanese motorsport. Every line on its lightweight chassis screamed kinetic intent, demanding absolute commitment from anyone daring enough to approach the red line. It was a pure, visceral declaration of track-focused dominance wrapped in a seemingly humble silhouette, an apex hunting masterpiece that established a completely new standard for driving purity. Inside, a tactile sanctuary. Red Recaro seats lock you into a harmonic dialogue with the chassis, prioritizing absolute, uncompromised control. The revolution could not remain static. The unmistakable silhouette begins to warp, transitioning into a new era of bespoke performance. The EP3 arrives, a drastic, almost rebellious reimagining of the high-revving lineage. The architecture shifted, presenting a breadvan silhouette that hid a naturally aspirated heart of pure aggression. It was a polarizing, razor-edge evolution that forced purists to rethink everything they knew about kinetic balance. The suspension geometry danced on the very limits of adhesion, offering a frictionless glide through tight corners. This was no longer just a hatchback. It was a telepathic instrument designed to slice through canyon roads with clinical, millimeter-perfect precision, cementing a legacy that refused to be silenced by conventional expectations. The shifter. Mounted boldly on the dash, a surgical layout demanding sequential, lightning-fast strikes from the driver, pure, tactile engagement. Yet, the hunger for lateral perfection demanded more. The canvas shifts again, birthing a true JDM icon. Enter the FD2, a strictly Japanese masterpiece, returning to the rigid four-door sedan configuration. This was an unapologetic apex hunting weapon, engineered with visceral dedication to track superiority. Its harmonic balance and bespoke aerodynamic profile created a relentless grip that simply defied logic. For purists, it was a revelation, a chassis so deeply telepathic it felt hardwired directly to the driver. The high-revving, naturally aspirated engine demanded surgical precision through every corner, becoming a kinetic legend revered by uncompromising tuners. Millimeter-perfect execution. A Spartan, driver-centric cockpit, symmetrical perfection where every input translates immediately into violent, joyful kinetic energy. Meanwhile, Europe demanded its own flavor of the legend, the metal twists, morphing into an entirely divergent, razor-edge reality. The FN2 emerges, a futuristic spacecraft-inspired hatchback with a completely distinct, sculpted identity. It maintained the high-revving soul but wrapped it in a highly stylized shell, turning visceral driving into everyday theater. While the FD2 conquered the track, the European FN2 aimed for broader, tactile engagement on twisty backroads. Its striking triangular exhausts and razor-edge aesthetics created a polarizing, magnetic presence. Despite a redesigned suspension, the lightning-fast gear changes still provided that unmistakable rush of pure JDM kinetic energy, a bold, harmonic blend of passion. A multi-tiered, illuminated dashboard surrounds you like a starship, a deeply immersive, tactile environment bridging the gap between driver and machine. But the naturally aspirated era was ending. The atmosphere pressurizes, the silhouette aggressively widens for a radical, turbocharged metamorphosis. The FK2 shatters the old rules. The lineage introduces forced induction, unleashing a torrential wave of power. Visually brutal, it embraced a wind tunnel-tested, lateral G crushing aesthetic. Every wing and vent served a surgical purpose, transforming the high-revving legacy into an unhinged track monster. The cabin tightens. The telepathic connection remains, but the visceral violence of the turbocharger demands absolute, unwavering focus. The pursuit of the ultimate lap time is relentless. The aggressive lines sharpen further, preparing for global domination. The FK8 is unleashed onto the world stage, a globally exported apex hunting titan that rewrote the rulebook for front-wheel dynamics. Its design was a controversial, unapologetic explosion of aerodynamic aggression, a true kinetic art installation dedicated purely to downforce and cooling. It managed an impossible duality, offering millimeter-perfect, track-focused savagery, while somehow remaining compliant enough for daily existence. This generation pushed the limits of mechanical adhesion, creating a telepathic lateral symphony that embarrassed vastly more expensive exotics on the legendary Nürburgring, a monumental achievement in bespoke engineering. An intoxicating blend of red carbon textures and deeply bolstered seats. A command center forged for absolute frictionless tactical driving. The aggressive angles finally mature. The chaotic energy refines, expanding into a sophisticated yet profoundly lethal final form. Finally, the Type R FL5 arrives, a stunning return to fluid, understated menace. The brutal angles of its predecessor are completely smoothed into a widened, sculpted, and deeply seductive aerodynamic profile. It purposefully hides its catastrophic track potential behind a veil of mature, surgical elegance. Yet beneath this refined exterior beats a heavily weaponized heart. This is the absolute zenith of the internal combustion era, a harmonic convergence of racing legacy and modern engineering witchcraft. It remains an apex hunting predator, offering a visceral, telepathic connection to the tarmac, delivering millimeter-perfect lateral grip that truly defines the soul of Japanese tuning, an instant classic. Minimalist perfection. The quintessential teardrop aluminium shifter and vivid red carpets, a hallowed sanctuary for the dedicated driving enthusiast. 7 generations of high-revving, uncompromising perfection. So tell me, which Type R claims your soul?